Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital General Hospital's edition. Let's go into this. Today is Friday. Yay! April 14th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 7. It was well, you know what? I like the Victor storyline, so that rates higher, but I'm not caring for others on there, so that's why I gave it a 7. But it's still a solid episode. Now we see Finn, Chase, and Gregory. They are trying to convince Chase to get back with Brooklyn. He said, no, she betrayed my trust. I just don't trust her. And if there's no trust, there's no relationship. They said, well, why aren't you giving Alexis the same chance? He said, she betrayed my trust too. And then Finn ended up having to leave because he don't really want to be a part of this because. And Chase said, oh, gosh, I'm sure Alexis is worried sick about her nephews being stolen. Let's move on. So Alexis is with Sam. And Sam told her, if you hear anything else about the case, can you please let me know? And she says, yeah. Alexis tells her, yes. She said, now tell me about Cody Bell. And she said, oh, you had some journalists down there at the courthouse. I mean, at the police station. She said, yes. And she said, why? I thought you didn't trust Cody. She said, it's complicated, but I got this. So Alexis said she's not going to worry about it. Then they start asking her, Sam started asking her about Gregory. She said, he doesn't trust her. She overstepped, but there's something going on with him, and she should have just let him come to her, but she didn't. And because Alexis is Alexis, and so Sam says, well, maybe y'all can work it out. Then the next thing you know, because of what Chase said about Alexis probably stressed and about her nephews, Gregory's at her door, and that was it, y'all. So then we see Brooklyn and Maxie. She tells Maxie to come over. Maxie has dyed her hair a darker color. um so she was getting her hair done. That's why I mentioned it. She was getting her hair done when Brooklyn told her to come over, and I guess they set us up for her new color. But anyways, so she comes over, and Brooklyn tells her we need to plan Willow's wedding tomorrow, and she said tomorrow. But she said she doesn't think she has much time, and she was like, "Okay, I'll help plan it." So they're planning the wedding, and then she said, "Why don't you and Chase? Why doesn't you write a song and Chase sings?" And Brooklyn is just like, "Chase doesn't want to work with me, girl." And Maxie says, just tell him how you feel. The hearing is coming up today. And that's what Chase was stressing about at the gym as well. The hearing is coming up today to see if he's going to be reinstated as a cop. And she says, I think I could do one more thing to try to help him. And Maxie says, well, do it. I'll take care of the wedding. Go win Chase back. So then we see Chase is all dressed up, ready to have his hearing, and Brooklyn shows up. And that was it with them, y'all. So then we go over here and we see Curtis and Portia, and she's stressing because she's like, oh my god, my daughter. And he said, you know he gonna do whatever he can to find his daughter. And he meant, I mean, your daughter. I said, now you said it right there. You know that's your child. Just like we know child. But anyways, they said they're gonna do whatever they can to try to find Trina and to stop stressing. I mean, but how can you stop stressing? Like, if someone tells you, like, someone close to you is missing and they're in a dangerous situation, wouldn't that be all you thought about? Like, what else would you think about? But anyways, he says he's gonna go catch up with Jordan because they're gonna see what he can do to help. And so Portia just thanks him for being so supportive and everything. And then we see Jordan and Laura talk. Jordan, you my girl, but you be getting on my nerves because I hate when people say this. How's that working for you? It's working fine, even if it's not, because you said it in your condescending voice. It's great. It's lovely. Anyways, child. So she telling Laura, tell me everything you got on Victor because, like, y'all need to keep me in the loop. And Laura said, Jordan, we would have compromised you if we let you know. And she said, okay, I get it. But now tell me. And so she says, nothing's going on. Felicia's got a contact. And if it's Felicia and somebody else, and they're working to see if they can track down Victor. And I said, okay then. And she said, that's all they got right now. She said, but we need to use all our resources. So then Credit said, well, then use me. So they told him, Curtis and Laura says, "Well, I gotta go do something real quick." So he and Jordan are talking, and he says, "Jordan, I want to be put to work. Like I want to know Trina comes home safely. So use me." And she said, "There's nothing you can do right now, but I promise you, we'll keep you in the loop." He said, "Listen, if you don't use me, I'll find another way." And she said, "Who? Sonny, Selena Wu. Why I call this woman Lisa? Selena Wu." And so then Laura come back. She said, "Y'all keep it clean." But baby, did you hear? Did you hear what Jordan said? Curtis, if anything were to happen to you, Curtis, look, I said, Jordan, damn. You get on my nerves. So thirsty for this man. But at that time, Trina is waiting on the diversion because she like, where is the diversion at? And then the men get a call on their radio that says, everybody go to the main cabin, the cabin or whatever. And so they leave. So Trina goes in the I can't think of what it's called, but she goes into the room, the radio room, and she's looking around and she's like, I don't know how to work none of this. And so then she finds this little phone and she said, please be what I think it is, because it looks like a phone. So she's like, please let it be that. So she calls the number and Portia sees it because Portia trying to work. That's what I say. Well, what could you do? You can't concentrate on nothing, but she can't concentrate. So she sees a number and it's unknown. So it rings one time, rings second time, and she goes and pick it up the third time, and it's Trina. And she was like, oh my gosh, Trina, where are you? And she was like, Mama, I'm on the Hunted Star. And she said, hold on, baby, let me go and tell somebody. So Portia runs out there right as Jordan just said, if anything were to happen to you, Curtis, girl. A mess. But anyways, Portia comes out and she said, it's Trina on the phone. They said, put her on speaker. So they put her on speaker or whatever. And she's like, I'm okay, but Victor doesn't know I'm on here. And she said, I'm in the radio room, but I don't know how any of this works. And so Jordan says, I'm gonna try to get the IT people to ping, because she tells them she's on the phone that was in the radio room to ping it. And so she leaves. Laura asked her, what does it look like in there? She starts telling her, and Laura, and they said, and she's like, this was what did she say? It was a wedding gift or something. Anyway, she know this ship. So she said, look for this screen and tell me the coordinates. So Trina started telling them, and then they said, give us the number, a boat number, some child. And Trina was like, what? Because I was like, what? And so she starts rattling it off, and then she hears the guards coming back. So she said, I gotta go. And they said, wait. Curtis and Portia said, wait. And they said, Trina, you can't take that phone with you. They'll notice it's missing. Child, talking about missing. They said, you can't take that phone with you. They'll notice it's missing. And she was like, okay. And then she said, Mom, and Portia was like, what? Yes, baby. And she said, I'm here. And she said, I love you. And then Portia tells her, I love you back. It was a sweet moment right there, because, Trina been nasty to her mama because her mama lied about who her daddy might be. So it was a cute little moment. So Trina gets off, and of course, Portia is emotional and everything. And so she's like, oh my God, my baby. And they're like, Portia, Trina is strong, and if she's made it this far without Victor detecting her, she's gonna do it. They're the best hope. And I said, okay. So then we go over here into the and they're trying to, Jordan says all the information that Trina gave, they're going. And Alexis was on the phone because somebody said something about the Coast Guard. Alexis was on the phone like, Doug, trying to like, who can we talk to on the Coast Guard? Because that they would track a body, not a body, but a movement in the water. So like, but okay, child. So anyways, Liesel and Spencer are all up in there, and he put him Liesel up because he trying to get his Uncle Victor to let him go. But y'all know he was just trying to create a distraction. And Victor was like, "Do what you got to do," and he was like, and Liesel was like, "Are you crazy?" And so that's when they told her all the guards get onto the cabin, and that's how Trina was able to get in the room because Spencer caused this distraction. Well, he didn't end up doing nothing to Liesel, which we knew he wasn't. But I don't know if Liesel caught on or not that what he was doing, but he tells Liesel, go to your room, and increases the guards in to her room, because he don't need nothing trying to happen when her being smart enough to get out or whatever. And so for Spencer, he says, you're not needed. And he was acting like he was gonna kill Spencer. And Spencer says, I'm your heir. He said, I got an heir and a spare. I could raise Ace to be exactly who I want him to be, educate him and all that. I said, Victor, you're so damn crazy. Damn. So then Spencer was like, he sees Trina while they're talking. He sees Trina, and Victor tells Spencer he just gonna starve. He gonna be his prisoner, and he says, this is gonna hurt me more, but you're not gonna eat and all that kind of stuff. And he told Watkins take him to his room, and Watkins gonna eat a strawberry. I said, one strawberry, like if you was eating a steak, okay, but one strawberry, that boy. But anyways, Spencer goes to his room or whatever, but he sees Trina and she nods her head like, I got this. I said, girl, I don't know if you got this or not. You in this room with Victor by yourself. Y'all know it's General Hospital today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you Monday with all new episodes of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.